Alright. Build's not perfect though. Which I don't know any other way to make it work better. I'll hopefully figure that out. We probably don't need this Doom Orb to apply vulnerable. Should probably just pick something else. Yeah, see the problem is we're not able to overpower frequently enough. Okay. Not that I think these are... Okay. We're gonna put this last one yet. We're gonna go for the attack speed. More attack speed means we'll proc things quicker. Okay. So, what we have changed since the last video, let's see. We have changed over to the Banished Lord's Talisman. I still don't know if this is the best option, but it allows us another chance to overpower. So as anybody who paid attention, when we overpower, we annihilate their HP. But the problem is getting that much. Yeah. So, by the way, our armor is not correct. I don't know. We were at 1,000 a minute ago. Anyway. So that's changed, and we've changed the board. So let's just go through the gear like normal. My brain isn't working because I'm over here just trying to... Constantly, I'm trying to think, how can I overpower more frequently? But, of course, we were using Deathless Visage. And Shroud of False Death. The change on this has been actually pretty nice. Just doing 50% more critical strike damage. And then, of course, this, which is kind of funny because I triple critted damage on next attack after entering stealth, which is useless. It needs to be on max life, but I didn't want to change it because it was funny. Because at first I didn't care. I just blazed through it, and it happened to hit on it 3 times because I was just trying to get into the game since we lost like a day. We have Bone Dusters on the gloves, Intelligence, Attack Speed, Bone Spear, Blood Overpower damage, and Corpse Central Size. And then pants we have 2 crits on the Tides of Blood. We don't have Ancestral one of these. They made it where you can get Ancestrals out of the boxes now, but I did this yesterday when you couldn't, I guess. I don't know. The Path of Tragul, I think that's how you pronounce that. With it onto Bone Skills, since that'll make it where this will have a lower cooldown because the pants give it, make it a Bone Skill. On here we have Great Feast, Intelligence, Max Life, Primary Resource, Blood Overpower damage, and chance for Bone Spear projectiles to cast twice. You need to double crit the chance for Bone Spear. You don't have to triple it, but mine tripled, and I said, okay, whatever. But it's technically over by 5%. It'll be under by 5%, but I feel like critting something else is better than being at 95% chance or whatever it is. On the Talisman, we just have it into core skills. We're running... What is the name of the... It doesn't tell you the name why they're in here, but we have the Occult Gem that does 40% increased overpower damage. On the Ring of Starless Skies, I have, while you have 3 or more Eldritch slots powered, you gain 25% movement speed and 15% critical strike chance. That can probably be changed because we always crit while they're inside the bone, but it doesn't really seem like there's one that's... All of the Occult Gems are not very useful in my opinion. They're a little underwhelming. And then here... for each aura and hexes and enemies inflicted by, they take 4% increased damage from you. It's not multiplicative, so it doesn't really matter, but we're going to keep it. What else? Witchcraft. So we're rocking the Doom Orb right now. So when the Doom Orb hits them, they become vulnerable from Shaken Soul. But we might change that. With the healing issues, I think using the cycle might be better as our unique because the flower will heal you for 10% of your maximum life. And then the Hexa Flames can trigger the Shaken Soul. So honestly, you're probably better off doing this. But you kind of just pick whichever one you want to rock with. We have Hexa Shattering, Hexa Flames, and Hexa Whispers just to trigger. It makes it 1 of each. So we have the Eldritch, the Whispers, and the Flames, so that we get the attack speed from this, and the lucky hit chance. And then we already said Shaken Soul. This will make it where Eldritch effects apply vulnerable. And then of course we just said through all the hexes. On the skill tree, we have changed over from Decrepify to Iron Maiden because Iron Maiden has this: when you heal for 7% of your life when an enemy afflicted with Iron Maiden dies. Since we're having issues with HP, we're going with this. As every time we cast Bone Spear, pretty much we are losing 10% of our life, so we need to be able to heal it. That's why also I didn't go over the ring. Rapid ossification, blood damage, attack speed, max life, and then up to chance to heal. Plus we have extra healing received from stuff. It doesn't do a lot, but it helps a little bit with maintaining life. It's not very good, but it's kind of what we got. Yeah, no. Bone splinters into enhanced bone splinters, because we will they do fire inside the bone prison. It doesn't matter that much, but might as well get what you can, you know. One into unliving energy over to imperfectly balanced and hued flesh. Bone spear, a supernatural bone spear, since we're trying to do like an overpower damage build. Then we have corpse explosion into fueled by death. Titan's fall. Bone prison over to dreadful bone prison. 2 into death's embrace. Amplify. Then we have tides of blood, because we're doing an overpower build. This is why I'm kind of hesitant on using the banished lord's talisman, but is what it is. Coalesce blood, which we're not healthy a lot of the times, but we're still going to put points into it just in case. Plus I'm trying to figure out if there's a way to make sure that we gain our 10% life back every time we use it. I haven't figured that out yet, or if it's even possible, but we'll look around. Gruesome mending to get more healing from all sources. Blighted corpse tendrils, so we spawn blood orbs, since we're doing the whole blood thing here. Rapid ossification. This is also another reason it kind of sucks to lose the what is it, the amulet, because we had rapid ossification on here to get this up, and it could technically be all the way up to like 6, I think 6 to 7, and then it would just make our tides of blood be able to get cast constantly, or blood wave, sorry, whatever, you guys know what I meant. Compound fracture, avulsion, we also lose damage from avulsion because of it. But if we don't overpower, we don't do a ton of damage. Doing the overpower is kind of how the build works, right? But Supreme Blood Wave. Memento Mori, standalone. We only have 2 points into standalone. And then Finality. And then, of course, we use Rathma's Vigor. We're trying to do Blood Orbs for this. It's not working out as well as I thought it would, but... Anyway. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's it here. And then Paragon. I'm kind of mad that we weren't level 300, but here's how we're rocking it. We have Sacrificial in here, since we're not using any of our golems, which reminds me before I forget. Skirmisher, Sacrifice, Bone Sacrifice, Iron Sacrifice. We have Sacrificial in here. Only getting enough to get it going, and we took away some of this bonus damage from the last video. Coming up through here, we got this damage reduction up here. We want to get all the healing received and stuff here, and the overpower damage. Damage reduction while fortified and all that. And then we have blood. This is Bloodbath, by the way. And then we have Exploit in here. We're not grabbing all of them yet because we're kind of too low of a level, but you know, it's okay. Over here, we're at Dominate on fire, Frailty, whatever. As you can see right now, the next time we're going for is this attack speed, because the more we attack, the more we proc things, so that's what we're going for. This max life will have us do some overpower damage as well. Then we have Amplify and Blood Gets Blood, since we're grabbing blood orbs from Tides of Blood. This will give us up to 50% extra damage. I keep saying Tides of Blood, but you guys know what I mean. Blood wave. Tides of Blood sounds way cooler though. Just saying. Grab all this blood orb healing for the Rathma's passive to try to get that to give us time down. Or, yeah, you know what I meant. Some max life, some life per second. Come up through here, and this is where the main change was. We were running Bone Graft, but since we're not running, what is it, Ossified Essence, we don't really need the extra essence that grants us. And then also the 8% damage isn't as much as 40% damage, because we're constantly consuming 5 corpses, because every time we launch Bone Spear, we, if there's a corpse nearby, it takes 10% of our life and causes that corpse to fire another Bone Spear. So, you know. And then we have Essence in here to give us extra critical strike damage. Mercenaries, Marina with Bloodthirst to give us that attack speed. I'm not even sure what our attack speed gets capped at here. Oh yeah, I'm not, since I'm losing tons of essence per second. Because Great Feast is our biggest damage, right? I don't remember if I went over this or not. But this gives us tons of damage, but that essence per second, you have to make sure you're constantly hitting stuff. It makes it kind of rough when you're in the lower tiered pits because you're not killing stuff. You're killing stuff as soon as you launch at it. But whenever things take multiple hits, then you end up proccing this lucky hit a lot, and it's really not much of an issue. Oh yeah, and then yeah, there we go. Inspiration. Look, I wasn't even using it yet. I forgot all about it, so we've been doing more damage. Anyway, yeah, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. I am going to take a quick break, and then I'll be back to playing a little bit. I don't know. I'm debating with whether I want to try PoE 2 or not, but everybody's going to be playing PoE 2, so do I stick to D4? I don't know. Anyway, thank you guys for watching.